welcome everyone. We are live from San Francisco, California. And hopefully everyone can hear us.
I can hear you.
Jim can hear.
We're kind of following, making sure everyone gets in at the moment. This is Abel Talamantes, Chess Director of the Mechanics Institute. And in 1 minute, if I have a player that's not able to join, I may have to jump in.
We're missing the H file. It seems a bridge on my...
Yeah, and they are just chatting that Jeffrey Zeong is not yet joined.
Right, I noticed that at the top.
You guys, you see what I'm seeing, which is the 5, 6, 7, half of an H file?
11, 12,
yes, it will, as soon as the game starts, it will shift over,
right.
so everything is good. We just have to, for the moment,
Yeah, I might have to...
Okay, Barbara is saying, how can she join?
I've sent her messages. And it's funny because we had a few players that had this issue. I don't know why.
Yeah.
We haven't had this before actually in the match.
Yeah.
If I don't see it, I'll be joining.
Yeah,
and I'll mute. Actually, let me do that now.
What? Why is she having trouble? Has she told you why?
Yeah, because she's not. Apparently, she might not be the part of our club, which.
Bureaucracy.
Yes, and it just started. So unfortunately, we are actually missing Jeffrey Zeong from the opponents group. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful Thursday afternoon. Let me introduce you to our guest tonight, Jim Eade, FIDE Master Jim Eade, who's also the trustee of Mechanics Institute, and our Grandmaster in Residence, Grandmaster Nick DeFermian, 3 times US chess champion, and many, many other achievements. So thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Okay, I know that Tarantes is Grandmaster Jim Tarjan.
Yeah, and this is the first round of the round-robin club match that we arranged with 3 other clubs. Mechanics Institute is joined by Marshall, St. Louis, and Charlotte. And we each going to play the other clubs in a round-robin club match. So the first round is against St. Louis Chess Club. And we should each have a GM, and our GM is Jim Tarjan, representing Mechanics, and he should be playing against GM Jeffrey Zeong. And I assume GM Tarjan is a little bit mad at me probably because I told him he was going to play.
The rating difference of USCF rating.
Exactly. So
it's different.
But he's been the coolest GM in terms of online chess, and he's been very understanding. And so I'm sure he says, okay, well, that's life.
The coolest commentating.
Yes. So I'm peeking into the lineup, and he's playing actually Nicholas Rosenthal, National Master Nicholas Rosenthal right now. So Nick and Jim, what do you guys see? What do you guys think about this opening?
Well, I'm liking black right now, but I wanted to hear from Nick. Nick, is your audio working?
Okay, I'm not used to this lag here.
Yes, it's confusing.
So try to look at the Twitch channel, and then hopefully that way you will be able to see what we see, or
just look at
talk
the board.
About.
Comment on the board as if you don't worry about how you look or what you look like.
Okay, so yeah, this
looks good to me for black. Black is well developed. White doesn't seem too aggressive here. White seems a little bit more passive.
I think it's standard theory so far, so it's reasonable for both sides.
Right.
Black's a little loose in the center.
Yes, I can see that. G4 seems ambitious to me, but maybe it's all book. I don't see a kingside pawn storm in the future. Oh, I see what the point is. Now I get it. Oh. And is this all doable?
So what I often see when Jim plays, he plays very solid, but very reserved in the beginning, and then he slowly puts on the GM force and then have the solid match, and little by little he goes, makes it stronger, makes a lead.
That's a great comment, Judith. That's very well said. To me, you've got to look at the tactics in this position. I'm not sure White can hold on to that pawn when he's severely weakened his kingside.
Yeah.
Yes, it's he's grabbed the pawn, but it looks like good play for Black.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy if I'm Black here, but I am a pawn down, which Saruhan would say is winning, but.
The other thing was that I attended Paul's class yesterday, and one of the message that still sticks with me is that more advanced players, they try to not castle that fast to see which way they should castle, and it seems to me, maybe it's a very, very amateur remark, but that kingside castle might have not been the best decision, right?
Well, one of the things we teach young players is to castle early, because the problem with king safety is one of their main concerns.
Yeah.
With the advanced players like Nick, they can be much more cavalier because they know when their king is in danger and when it isn't.
Yeah.
So they can wait longer than a beginner can wait. So, depending on who your audience is, you tell them to either castle, king safety is a primary element of chess, or if they're stronger, you can say, wait until you know where the king belongs. Okay.
Yeah. So that's first board. I'm gonna change to the second board, where hopefully the audience will see soon that White is representing mechanics. White is Eric Lee, FIDE Master Eric Lee, and he's playing against National Master Julian Prolaco, which I'm not too familiar with these players, but
did we skip Paul's game?
well, Paul is not on the second board because of
I
his
see. Okay,
chess
he's just
outcome
a-
rating.
because
But
it's that's
you know
right.
what? If you guys want to, let's analyze this position for a
Yes.
little bit, and then I will be
I'd like White.
pulling up.
And Nick, you have to get comfortable with me because I jumped to conclusions. So
Yes, this is fine. It's I'm getting dual audios here.
What
okay, turn
you
your
should
Twitch down. Go onto the board. Right under the board, you'll see a volume control.
no, actually, he should
okay.
turn up. Well, yeah,
Turn it all the way to the left.
yeah, the
I
Twitch.
had to do that the first time I started.
Yeah.
too.
I'm gonna actually peek into Paul's game because I'm
Oh,
very
okay,
excited.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay.
So now we are
Absolutely.
on. We will be on Paul's game very soon. Paul is White
Yeah.
here against Luke I 2008, which is Luke Yi, a 2100 player, over the board rated player. And those of us who join us first time, FIDE Master Paul Whitehead is our staff, and he's leading our Twitch broadcast usually along with Jim, and we miss him in the broadcast, but I'm super excited to see him play and representing mechanics.
First thing I do is count pawns, and it looks like they're even Steven there. Now, queen is not the ideal blockader, so I think Paul is maneuvering his knight to take over that role. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, I think Paul's in a little bit of trouble there with that. Those two rooks trying to push that pawn, by the queen.
I agree.
Okay, but still, the knight's coming to e3 to c4. That could turn things around.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't have done that, but
I think he has to play bishop to g5 and stop that.
well, it's white's move, so he can't. Now I think white is okay.
Yes, it's
Because I don't see how you hang on to that advanced c pawn, and if that c pawn falls, then what me worry?
yeah, that was the big pain in
Yeah.
White's position there. So,
I'm Alfred E. Newman as white. I'm sorry, Judy, that had to go over your head. That was Mad Magazine reference.
okay, yeah, Alfred,
That's
yeah,
fine.
that
I'm
one-
actually in contact with Grant Owen from Charlotte Chess Club and Mike Coomer from St. Louis Chess Club, and we are trying to figure out who's missing, how many players are we missing. I think we have 24 on St. Louis, both St. Louis and Mechanic side, and Marshall is missing one player too. So actually, all the first round is 24 player each. So that's life.
Okay. We can live with that.
And I just
Cool.
texted the guys, let's just have fun and we roll with the.
Why didn't you just take the pawn? Is there a problem with that? I don't see it.
yes, just grab that pawn.
Well, I guess.
I guess pawn to e4 is the idea to undermine the knight's support on
Right.
d4.
I see what you're saying.
But okay, the knight has chased the rook away, so maybe he can corral that pawn with the rook and queen.
Now he's making it interesting though, because you can't take the pawn because the rook is hanging there. So he's fighting back. Black is fighting to.
But this looks very good for white.
I think so too. Maybe rook beat rook on the 5th rank to the 4th rank. Oh, he went the other way. Okay. I don't see that. I don't see why that was played instead of the other rook. Was that the wrong rook, Nick?
It's always the wrong rook. That's the commentator's easiest comment. I would have chosen your move, I must say. But I mean, hard to argue with Paul. He's got an excellent position here. If he can go rook to c4, then he still just snags that c pawn.
Yeah, and if he plays rook to c4, does he recapture with the knight or the pawn?
Could be either. I would do the knight.
I would do the knight too. But he did the pawn. Yeah, okay. I was thinking, I couldn't quite make up my mind. I was thinking pawn first, and then I was thinking it's the knight second, and then I was leaning towards the knight, and he moved the pawn. So, what do I know?
Okay, so that's that should just be a clear pawn for
Seems
white.
up to me. And it's a pawn now, too. He can't, I didn't think he could do that. But maybe he can.
Yeah, no, all right. This is definitely white's favor. That even the rook endings can be really good. Queen to b4, yes.
This is a little bit tricky, though. Not real tricky, but it's a little bit tricky. Because you take either pawn.
He could have gone queen takes d6-2 in the middle game, but the ending he either wins or draws.
I was thinking about queen takes d6, but this way, that advanced a pawn has to be corralled.
Yes, that has first thing. You take on b7, rook has to go to a4 to stop that.
So we are actually down 3 points currently. We won 2 match, and St. Louis finished 5 matches. Unfortunately, Daniel Perlov lost both of his games. And Juan...
Spanking.
Was that?
He needs a spanking.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he should be used to it. He's a Russian family, right? Anyway, and Abel lost his first game too. So if
well, we forgive Abel.
We forgive Abel. He jumped in.
It's 5-3 now. Somebody won.
The 3 points that we had was Omia Vidyarthi. Then we have, and I'm peeking here to see who was. We have Dragon Trap, which. Who's Dragon Trap? Oh yeah, I see that. Annika Rayaram, wonderful. Annika won, and then Chess Pilot as well, who is. I
can't hear you anymore, Judith.
Yes, Judith, it's something's wrong.
Okay, we lost Judith's audio.
Okay, Paul just needs to play like Capablanca here, bring his king up.
And that's a piece of cake, right?
I think so. He's from the old school, classically trained.
He likes the 2 bishops.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Hopefully you guys can hear me now.
Yes.
Sounds good. I don't know what happened. Just technology this week is
making all our lives easier.
Okay. Testing our strengths and weaknesses. Okay, let's move on to. I would like to peek into Eric's game a little bit. He's still playing first game against Julian, National Master Julian Proleco, and whose the opponent is really down on time. So mechanics player is with white, so we're rooting for white here.
Thank you, Judith. I always need that.
Okay, glad you told us that. Yeah. And Jim, do you want to do your pawn count? That's
right. Okay, I have 6 versus 5, meaning white is a pawn up.
And that's our side, so yes, we're playing to win here.
Which is sufficient winning chances unless there's something that black can do that can compensate. Now the pawn advantage is doubled isolated, so that is not the strength.
No. Yes. Something like
it is something that needs
good move.
Yeah, and then you got to cover with rook to f3 eventually, I think, to prevent a direct frontal assault on the g pawn.
Still, the knight on c4 is nice.
It's a very
maybe do e5. Oh, I would have tried e5 because.
What was the point of e5?
We'll try to get the king to e4, and if takes, the rook would pin the bishop.
Gotcha.
But now e5. Okay, good. Still a pawn ahead, still trying to win the game.
Well, okay, you're not a pawn ahead anymore, but so what?
Okay, now Capablanca would activate his king.
Activate your king always, right? King to d5 is screaming to be played.
And
there you go.
Proleco has only 22 seconds.
That is always a factor. King d5. Can't take the pawn. You push or make the king move again. Okay.
And push again. Push the e-pawn.
Oh, okay. All right. She wants to be a pawn up no matter what. See, this is winning. I think not going to say it's winning, but I'm going to be implying that it's winning. Okay, that's a troublesome move.
Okay, you can do like take the bishop, push the pawn. Surely white's going to win.
That's true.
Or just push the pawn.
I think you're right.
Our lower boards are suffering, I have to say.
Just push it.
Anyone under 1600 did not
Oh,
win any
14
game.
and a half to 6.5. That's not good.
Yeah, our lower boards are suffering. Everyone lost under 1600, like everyone.
They're not suffering. We are.
Yeah, well, hopefully we are having a little bit of fun, so it's okay.
Oh,
but
It's all good.
but yeah, everyone lost, including my daughter. She lost her first game, and Joseph Roberts and
Rating.
Erica, Abel, Juan. So hopefully our top boards will pick us up. Oh, and Jim lost his first game. Jim Tarjan. That's heartbreaking.
Oh no, knight check. Oh, she just missed knight check, which would have ended the game.
Well, I think the game is ended anyway.
I agree.
Good. So Eric is pulling is
That's
bringing it home.
Oh, you didn't have to do that. Come now, that just makes it harder.
So, what is the increment here?
2 seconds. So
Why not just move the king and queen?
the audience can also see the game in 8 plus 2 is the game time control. And there you go. Our player won. Great. And there you see it there. The second game starting as soon as the first game is winning, is ended. So let's peek into Jim's second game.
All right.
He did lose the first one, so hopefully.
Instead of the moves instead of the score.
Yep.
Is that something you can fiddle with?
Yes.
Okay, so he's white in this game, obviously. I like white. But black, it's kind of one of the things that Nick said earlier about the first game. It's, pretty standard.
No, but this could be very good for white, really, if you
I like white.
mobilize those pawns, F4 and E4. It's
Yeah, because there's really F4, G4 is a threat. That bishop's got nowhere to go.
yeah.
What? Let's think about this. Would F4, G4 just win?
It would win a piece for 2 pawns, but
Right.
not necessarily win the game.
Okay, I'll accept that.
So certainly white's better, but I would have just pushed right away.
Yeah, me too.
Jim Tarjan is in form. He's came back, was it 5 years ago, and been playing a lot around the world.
Yeah.
We thought he was gone forever because he took a long hiatus.
Yep.
And you don't usually come back when you're gone that long.
He joined us at the Bay Area International in 2019 January, which I organized with Arun Sharma. It was a super norm event. We had over 100 players. We had probably around 20 GMs. And it was a really fantastic event that I organized with Arun. He's a terrific mentor, and I love working with him. And it was a really good event. And he played there. So I really liked that he attended and he could play there.
Judith, was that the first time that you met Jim Tarjan?
I think that was probably the second time. I think I might have met him one time before at a local event, but that was certainly the event that I remember having interaction with him, and he is participating.
Hey.
The St. Louis, of course, they have a lot of grandmasters who can play for
True
their
enough.
club.
Yeah,
Sure is.
they just need to show up on time, right? Because apparently Jeffrey was late, so he will join the second round.
I'm getting tweets.
Yep. I'm gonna try to see what's up with the audio, so I'm gonna peek in.
Now, peace sacrifice. So,
Yeah, well, that was pretty forced, I thought. Some kind of sacrifice there, because he was just losing otherwise.
well, maybe the knight could have gone back to c6.
Well, I was thinking about that, but then this knight takes, and then g4. You're still in the sacrifice business.
That's true, but then you get 2 pawns for the piece instead of 1.
Yes.
Okay, you have a nice knight on e3.
That's got to be some kind of compensation.
Yes, it's funny he put his king on to h1. Got to be a little careful there.
You still got to be careful, I think.
Very tricky sacrifice. One little error by white and you're checkmated.
But yes, this is tricky. Now I was okay.
Oh, now you have rook to f3 though, after queen g4.
That might save it, because I was just getting demoralized. Okay. Because I was thinking knight d1 was forced, but it's not. Rook f3 seems to hold.
Yes, I like this in this chess though. You see a sacrifice and you do it. You know, in classical chess,
right?
It's such accurate defense that some of the intuition is gone.
It ruins your beautiful game when they defend accurately.
It's very uncivilized.
Yes.
So
here,
both Rohan and let me just interrupt a little bit. We have quite a few, we have a sibling pair, Rohan and Annika Rajaram, and both of them won their first game. So a big shout out to the Rajaram family. I'm very happy, and thanks for joining us, and thanks that they could join this team match. It's very exciting. Okay, continue.
Okay.
I'm just happy.
Okay, he's in a long think here. Ooh, I did not see that at all.
knight takes d5. Wow. So
that wasn't even in my thought process.
So queen takes g3 looks very threatening.
It looks like I don't see a way out for black after queen g3. I mean for white. Sorry, queen g3 looks like, what are you going to do with the rook on f2? It's hanging. Hello, it's hanging.
I guess you go knight to e3, but
you kind of have to, don't you? And then, well, maybe. I wonder if queen c3 is threatening anything. Probably not.
Queen c3 and you take a rook, and you have checks on h4.
Yeah, I don't like it. Okay. Just trying to set up the battery.
Okay, took on e3, and if queen takes f2, maybe knight to f5 has a lot of counter attacking chances. Knight on e to f5. So rook takes e3. I somehow think he'll play.
Huh. I'm still a little worried then.
Yes, I think you're very right to be worried here. Oh, he took the, he got greedy. Well, now, how about knight on e to f5? White has a lot of counter threats. Okay.
You called it.
So now I know you're very good at this, Jim. Let's count the material, which sometimes I lose track after.
The pawns is all I can do, man. And black's up a pawn. You can do the pieces.
Okay, so it's black has a rook and one pawn for two pieces, and black has lots of pins and things, but white has maybe serious threats.
Yeah, 4 pieces. There's got to be something here.
Yes, it's all pretty natural for black though. Rook's in the center, the white king a bit exposed.
Can you play,
You need a good move.
can you play knight g7, for example?
Knight g7.
No, I don't like that queen h. Nah, you can't allow queen h4 check, right? Ouch.
Yes, then something like rook takes d4 probably.
Because I had an answer for that in the other. But
Oh, okay, rook f1. That queen is attacked and it actually has no squares.
whoa.
Yes, that's rather a nice
He
move.
can play. He can. Well, no, you can't play that. I think you can play queen takes e2.
Queen takes e2, counterpinning. So yes, that's
Hey everyone.
Hey, Abel is here. We need your games.
How's it going? Now I had some very bad games there.
That's all right.
That was some terrible representation, but
That's fine.
1913
always
is
fun.
so bad. Can he play queen c3?
yes.
Our lower boards are having a rough time. So
some struggles.
yeah, so our top boards are picking it up. Like both of the Rayarams won the first game.
I saw that there was like a comeback, like a big comeback. 'Cause
Yes.
like the gap was, now it's 19-14.
And I can't see where Chess Pilot is on our roster, but he's playing.
Yeah, that's Pranav Sairam.
I don't know what to make of this yet. I'm saying that this is a time where I turn it over to Nick.
Well, I think he should have played your move queen c3 instead of this queen takes e2. He's
Yeah,
now maybe thinking knight takes e2, rook takes e2, bishop takes g7, kind of looking nice, but then when black doubles rooks on the 7th rank, looks very threatening.
I don't know what to make of this.
Okay.
If he plays bishop takes knight, you kind of, well, he didn't, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Well, I like that move. Bishop takes
I did too.
it's just greedy, it's a move. Somehow he played it fast. But those
At this point, speed matters. Okay, is that a threat?
Shall we peek into Paul's game or Rui's game?
Really an exciting game, but let's go check out somebody else and come back to it.
Okay,
yeah,
let's.
this is a great game. 36 seconds, but
Yeah.
Tartan doesn't have any time.
I'm choosing Rui's game. She's with white against national master Forrest Chen. So we are rooting for white. And Rui is down on time, but she's pulled some amazing miracles with time in the past few days. So what do you guys think?
It's salvageable, but it does look better for black. To me. Ooh, that's a problem. Oops.
oh, oops, there goes a little pawn.
Yeah, knight d4 was questionable. Okay.
Rui is pretty good at playing some quick chess.
Very good.
All right, now that makes white's job a little bit harder, though. Okay. Because even though it was a double isolated pawn, it was still a pawn.
Yes.
How did Rui do in her first game?
She lost her first game. So did Jim and Theo. But Baldy, Nicholas or Ethan Baldy won his first game, and chess pilot, and then Abhinav won his first game too. Eric won, and again, Paul won his first game too. So there are some really.
Oh, he did. Paul won.
And Ani Kararam won both of his game. Oh my God!
Paul played a very good game, I must say.
Yeah.
When I first looked at it, I thought he was worse off, and then as I studied it more, he just he had a way of controlling all of Black's threats, and
No,
Gary
she lost.
I'm afraid
by
Rui is going down.
G3.
That's.
Oh,
I've never seen her lost on time before.
Oh, wow.
Well,
She had played rook c5 or... Oh, no, it takes the knight.
yeah, G3. Then you can at least
Anyway, let's peek back into Paul's game.
D3, H4. I think it didn't matter.
No, it didn't.
So everyone, we are looking at Paul's game. Paul, a FIDE master, Paul Whitehead,
he's
playing with
winning.
black
Yeah.
against Luke I, which is Luke Yi.
Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but I look at it as 2 pawns up.
Yes, thank you, Jim. Thank you. Very important
I know I'm
point.
limited, but you know,
You got to start somewhere with the advantage, right?
Yes, and the time factor about even, but yes, Paul should have enough technique to bring this one home.
Yeah, and Paul was pretty nervous when we told him that he needed to jump in today. He was already making all the excuses, but
He won his first game, so
He's a
his
strong
reputation
player,
is
yeah.
okay.
yeah.
we don't let him get away with that. I mean, I say we with a mouse in my pocket.
Although lately, over the last few months, he's been playing a lot of blitz. So he's been preparing.
Good. Keep him in form there.
Yeah.
And last night he had his first class, online class, 1.5 hour, amazing class. So anyone watching around 12 to 1800 rated, I highly recommend his classes. It's Wednesday evenings online on Twitch, and you not only get a really good educational class, but also a very good entertainer.
Judith, do you have anyone else teaching classes at the Mechanics?
Yes, we do. Paul's class is the only class that we welcome adults and higher rated kids. And then we have 3 different coaches who are coaching us online classes for kids, whether they are beginners or starting out tournament players, anywhere between starting out unrated all the way to around 1,000, 1,100. We have coaches who are coaching online.
And
I seem to remember another lecture that I attended once. Is that no longer going on because of the...
Was that?
I remember another lecture that I attended at the Mechanics. Not Paul, somebody else.
Nick?
Oh, yeah, that's him. That's it. Is he still doing teaching?
Well, yes. I mean, things have changed with
Yes.
the building being closed, but we still try to do all we can.
Well, you know, this Zoom thing is actually, it's not the same, but it's awfully good as far as classes and that sort of thing. I know that some teachers are doing it one-on-one through Zoom. And, you know, you have that ability, like Judith has, showing it on Twitch and, you know, us communicating on Zoom and coordinating it, which I have not yet figured out how to do myself. But it's still a nice way to be able to interact with your students. And I think this should still be winning, isn't it?
It's gotten close now that the rooks are off. These bishops of opposite color endings
Make it hard. Yeah.
Yes, so
that's
even
because
if
of the
it's
pawns
two
are on
pawns,
because of the squares the pawns are on also, right?
yeah, it's hard to advance them to the black squares.
Exactly.
So do we know, like, if someone doesn't join a match, can they join later?
Judith, we lost your audio.
And Judith, we have the analysis.
And I'm losing my H file again. Okay, what board is this?
Cupcake against Engine.
That's David Reckonitz, McEngine.
He's not doing too well.
So sorry, guys. This is already done. Sorry, I just had to open up another game to be able to have.
Oh, I see.
The chessboard. So this is the last game. Paul's game is the last game.
Okay.
He will be exhausted, and he will have to play in 10 minutes the second round. The second round of the round robin will be played against Charlotte, and it starts at 5:35 p.m. So all the players will join another club match, and it will be a fun second round.
I wonder why he allowed this.
So let me look.
Well, he couldn't see any other way to make
Now
progress.
it's going to play A4.
He'll play A4, yes.
But does that really help?
It's not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough.
It was a try, but it was not.
Wow, he was offered a draw. Paul was offered a draw.
Well,
he declined.
Yeah.
Okay, so and
how he makes progress here. Of course, I've been fooled before. Nick has fooled me.
Well, this one Paul got fooled. I'm afraid he was just winning, but now this is a hopeless draw.
I think so too. The bishop can just move back and forth.
Yeah, the rule when your bishops of opposite color, don't trade your rooks if you want to win.
Exactly. I mean, I knew that. I mean, bishop of opposite colors can be tricky, but generally speaking, it gives you every chance in the world to draw. And with the rooks on, though, it gets very difficult to defend.
Oh. No, there's nothing there.
Paul is trying too hard to win.
Well, okay.
But he's got a good draw in hand.
Yeah.
But Paul is declining draws.
Well, he won't anymore.
Well,
Yes.
but he's been
I
offered
think-
draw
I
like
think now they
5
make a
times and
draw.
he declined.
Yeah, well, Paul's
now
being
offered a draw.
Yeah, it's completely drawn.
Yeah, and then he decided, okay, so 28-20, I'm updating it to round number.
We made it to 20 points.
And these points, these
victory.
points, the points count, because what if we're in some tiebreaker later, right?
Yeah.
Everything counts.
Exactly.
We want to lose better than other people.
And Daniel Perlov is acknowledging that we didn't get beaten as bad as we did last time, so there's a moral victory.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel, for your support.
And it looks like, I was texting Judith, it looks like Barbara Goodkind joined the next match, so I will not have to play,
Yes.
which is great for the Mechanics Institute.
Yes, and I was also
Good
informed
again.
that Jeffrey was simply late, and so he will join their next match. So Jeffrey, although we missed him, but he will be participating from next round. And Grant is texting me that one of their player is having trouble connecting, so he
Actually, I don't see Daniel Naroditsky.
Well, Daniel is a pro, so okay. I'm gonna close these windows, so ignore please all the.
Judith, I just want to say Rick is whining on the chat.
Can you tell her mom says stop whining?
Okay.
So close.
And then she should rest up, have a drink or water or something. Mom doesn't want to know what she's gonna have, and then play. I'm gonna drink some water. And then I'm sure it will be fine. But her second game was close. I actually saw that it was close. So next time.
I would like to point out that we finished a point ahead of the Marshall Chess Club.
There you go. Right. So on the tie breaks, we're third so far.
Yep.
So welcome everyone. Thank you for
and Daniel
watching.
Joined too.
And we're getting ready for the next match for the mechanics. It'll be against Charlotte Chess Center, and we'll be our top board will be facing off against Daniel Naroditsky, who's spent a lot of time here at the Mechanics Institute, but now he's the GM in residence in Charlotte. So he will be playing James Tarjan.
Yes. And Daniel, let's mention that Daniel's father, the late Vladimir Naroditsky, was a board member, a trustee, and we miss him dearly. He was a big chess supporter of mechanics chess, and so we miss Vlad, and we thank him for all the best, all the great things he's done for mechanics chess.
Yeah, and Vladimir was actually very instrumental in me coming over because I had known him previously from the organization that I had originally started, which was called Castling Kids. We did a simul. I booked Daniel to do a simul, and this is when Daniel was like 17, 16. And they came over, did the simul. I got to know him. He really enjoyed the simul. And then, so when I came and got interviewed for this position, he remembered who I was. And and that was really, he was always a huge supporter. And so he will be missed.
And apparently, in general, he was a good board member for the mechanics.
Yeah, so he was not just the chair of the chess committee at the Mechanics Institute. He was a trustee, and it's a lot goes with that, as the trustees know, and how do we keep the building and the employees going? As you know, Jim, newly elected trustee of the Mechanics Institute. So.
.org. Sorry.
Any chance you get, drop it.
And can I just point out, so what's interesting is that based on the first two games that we played against St. Louis Chess Club, players' blitz rating change. So the order of the players they are playing now versus the first match is different. So for example, I notice my daughter's rating a little bit dropped, so she's not playing the bottom like fifth player, but she's playing a little bit another player. So it's very, very interesting to see how the ratings change and who are ending up with what played. Grant is asking who are we missing, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit. We are missing Rihanna for some reason.
That is right.
Yeah. So okay.
I'm texting.
So actually, that's actually good, Abel, if I may say so, because their bottom board can join the game. So the bottom board should challenge each other. So can you text Rihanna's?
What's the screen name for theirs? I can look it up. I have it up.
It's their screen name is Chess King 717.
Wait a minute, 666.
I do like Paul's handle, Chess Monster 6.
For Charlotte, Chess King 717. Yeah.
And I'm communicating this because the person they are missing, he's there, he just can't get in, which is an error that we have seen on our side too, and
we're working the bugs out.
Yep, exactly, and sometimes it's just the technical setup that we have to deal with. So the next club match starts in 2.5 minutes. We have 24 players on each side joined, and we are ready to go, apparently, both sides. And Interesting.
Okay, this is St. Louis.
Nope. And thank you, Jim. Thank you. You see, I need Jim. Okay, this is the title, and I'm updating the title because now this is round robin 2. This is the round 2, and we are playing Charlotte versus.
So I've texted him to make that challenge.
Almost there. There we go.
Ah, very good.
Okay, and hopefully the round 2 title should show up soon. Charlotte versus Mechanics.
Nick, you remember how Neil Faulkner used to get very upset when someone put C''S instead of Mechanics apostrophe?
Well, Neil always liked precision.
Mechanics Institute. The Institute belongs to mechanics. And, mechanics C''S said something completely different. I'm not so big on commas and apostrophes, but some people are. And he was one of them.
So one more minute, and besides Daniel, who moved to Charlotte last fall to be the GM in residence, they also have Peter Giannatos playing. Peter is the owner of Charlotte Chess Club, and we have been very happy and honored that we can collaborate on several projects, several club matches. So let's see how their staff measures up against our staff with Paul, right?
Well, in terms of players or in terms of staff?
Staff. Nobody can compete with Paul. Paul is key. So.
And
how are we doing with time? 10 seconds. Oh my God.
All right.
We're getting a chat, Nick, that someone has a book for you, MCO 14.
And I'm pulling up
there
the
is
games,
a 15th edition.
Quickly. And
the games are up. Yeah.
Games are up.
Trying to get decorn. Do you remember that?
And the very first game that we should start covering, of course, is Grandmaster Jim Tarjan representing Mechanics versus Grandmaster Daniel Naroditsky, GM in residence in Charlotte. And
but Jim's got his hands. His work cut out from him. These are tough matchups.
Yeah, they're actually pretty deep. They have a deep bench of strong players like all across.
Yes.
Wow.
Somebody's asking any major changes in theory between MCO 14 and 15.
Nick, would you know anything about that?
Yeah, well, certainly. I mean, the openings always change.
Always. There's always refinements. Something is bad or out of fashion, all of a sudden someone reinvents it or revitalizes it.
Are you finding that like opening theories evolving much more rapidly now than before, or is it kind of like slowed down?
No, I would agree, Abel. It's evolving more rapidly. They're using some computer-generated ideas. There's a lot more good players in the world, and yes, they take something that's innocuous, like the London system, and they make it into something that's really threatening.
Like
my main weapon is innocuous. Yeah, I can live with it.
This looks like pretty aggressive play from Daniel.
Yes.
Abel, Grant asking if Rihanna can accept the challenge. Can you text, please? Thank you so much.
She got booted out because there wasn't a player there?
No. Yeah, but Rihanna is being challenged by Chess King 717 separately.
Yeah, but she's not going to take the challenge because when she got booted out, she engaged in something else, expecting that she'd have to just wait till the next match.
Yeah, but this is the next match.
Well,
Did she join the Charlotte match?
She did not join the Charlotte match. Did she play the first match?
No, she didn't. She got booted out. But this is the second match, and so I'm wondering if she's ready.
She's not ready.
Okay.
To expand on your question, Abel, I would say that in my day, when I was growing up, you were considered booked up if you got the informant from Yugoslavia, which would take months to arrive. And then there was only a small subset of the players who would get the informant, who would get booked up. So you really weren't playing the same number of people who knew the openings as well as you did if you got the informant and if you studied it and prepared. So there were smaller numbers of people that were that kind of competent, and even the information that we got and we digested was dated. Nowadays, everybody's following the games online, so there's no surprises anymore. Like you could play an opening innovation game after game after game in the old days. You can't do that now. Everybody's booked up right away. And somebody will publish an analysis that destroys your innovation, and then you can never play it again. And that used to not happen very often, if at all, and now it happens all the time. So the innovations keep going. Then it's a innovation, a refutation, an innovation, a refutation. And so all of this is too difficult for me to follow now at my age and my interest level of, I don't want to put in the work to keep prepared. And so the young players, though, they have the energy, the time, and the willingness to prepare. And so there are people, and even our world championships are getting younger and younger. The players competing are getting younger. It takes a lot of effort to be prepared today.
Do we want to kind of switch a game?
Yes, and
it takes a lot of stamina to kind of keep up with everything.
Absolutely. Yes, and what happened is that we basically need to find a replacement for one of our lower boards, which is fine, but we just
I reached out to Valentine to see if he's
fine. Or Kevin's son is another one.
What do we have? We're rooting for white. Is that correct? We're rooting for white?
Yes, we are rooting for white. Eric Lee is playing Capital, which is Carlos Perdomo, international master Carlos.
Nick, why wouldn't you have taken the bishop on d3 instead of playing bb7?
Well, okay, this gives you a lot of options. It's
it's not clear that you want the bishop more than the knight.
Right, because then you could just solidify that knight on d4, and here you might have rook c8 or something.
Nice. And you want to keep your options open, is what you're saying. What I'm hearing you say.
Yes. Okay. So black has a very nice game here, I'm afraid to say. Still, okay.
Yeah, I prefer black here as well.
But, white's not done anything too bad. I would play knight on c to e2.
Okay, Jude, I'm going to make a...
Say I've got d4, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Abel had to make a phone call so that we can find another game for the lower board for Charlotte.
Barrier. These isolated queen pawn games, I've really studied them, and I still don't feel like I'm competent in them. I can win from either side, and I can lose from either side. So, I don't know if I understand them as well as I have tried to. Karpov was my inspiration in that. He seemed to be able to play either side quite well.
Yes, he was great when you give him one square like that d4 square. Yeah. Make you suffer for 90 moves.
Absolutely. I guess I never kind of lived up to my Karpovian aspirations.
There's still time, Jim.
Thank you. Very kind.
How are we doing in the match so far?
We are 1 point down, 1.5 versus half. Theo lost his first game, and Roz the cat, which I'm trying to see where he is. I can't find him.
Remember Felix the cat? Do you remember that, Neil?
Oh, of course, yes. But Roz the cat is a good name.
Yeah, I'm giving Judith a hard time with old American references.
Yeah, you are certainly, because I have no idea. But I'm trying to find this list, and it's not on our list, so I don't know where these players are coming from, honestly. And so we'll see how it goes. But let's peek into another game. I would.
It's better here. Okay, go ahead.
I wanna actually find Paul's game. So Paul is playing black against Coco Cat, and I'm looking up who's Coco Cat. He's PG Litonio, an almost 1900 player from Charlotte Club.
Okay. So we're rooting for black. Yes, Paul. Okay. Uh-oh. White's scaring me.
Oh, but it looks about even here. There's no real breakthrough for either side yet. The black king is okay.
So I shouldn't be scared? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, don't be scared, Jim.
Okay. All right. That's comforting.
Yes.
Well, both sides' pawn structure is a mess, right?
I kind of like black.
As Judith said, both sides' pawn structure is a mess, and the game's very open here. It's both kings are kind of exposed.
That's kind of scary. It is scary.
And now I'm thinking that White's king might be more exposed than Black's. Black seems safe.
Yes, if you can get rook c8 and knight b4, but okay.
That's a problem. It's a problem with what I wanted to do anyways. All right, I don't know what to make of it.
Shout out to Rui, who just won her first game. So we are very happy about that.
We are very happy. Okay.
Very happy.
I don't know why I didn't take that into consideration because it's an obvious move, but it does change my evaluation of the position. That might be a good move too.
Yes, no, black is okay. Maybe white gets a nice e4 square, but it's very complicated. All those little white pawns are weak. Both kings are weak.
All those little white pawns are weak. And that's to shore them up. And I think that's probably a good move.
Okay, so we can get some interesting position.
Yeah.
Knight b4 coming in. Well, first you have to deal with the bishop. Yeah. You have to take on.
But knight b4 is in the air.
Knight b4, rook c8.
Yeah. I'm starting to like white. I'm starting to like black, sorry. I do that all the time.
Yeah. This kind of position you can go back and forth in who you prefer.
Yeah.
I am going to switch over just to peek into Peter's game. Peter and CM 2007 checkmate is, if I'm not mistaken, Wyam Vidyarthi, who's yes, it is Wyam Vidyarthi, who's the older sibling pair of the Vidyarthi siblings, Wyam and Omiya. They are very famous chess siblings from the South Bay, and we are very happy that they are representing mechanics. So we are rooting for white here, but I am interested in, of course, how Peter is doing.
Well, I'm very glad we're rooting for white because white is a knight ahead. So,
good.
Jim, you don't have to count the pawns in this one.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, that looks solid. Yeah, I'm starting to feel pretty comfortable about white's position.
It's not that. The knight comes to e5 and the rook's invade and checkmate.
Yeah, it's invasion city.
This one you can already put in the books.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's very little hope for it.
Wow, nice work, William. Let's move on to nice. Okay, he did actually resign, so I'm going to peek into Daniel's game against Tarjan. We are rooting for black here.
I see.
Ooh.
Rooting for black?
This is a little difficult here.
Yeah, we are rooting for black.
Why are we rooting for black in this position?
or let's switch. Daniel can take over black and Jim can take over white, right? Isn't that how grandmasters do? They start playing against the lower rated and then switch. Okay, now you finish it.
This is, yes, the exchange down
They've already
there.
figured it out before the game's begun. That's how the grandmasters do it. Uh-oh.
He has to take the bishop on h3. And then you take the pawn, but
he does. Oh,
yes, it's clear exchange.
I don't like this at all.
And Judith, Kevin's son is going to be playing, and he issued the challenge to Chess King.
Wonderful. Did you communicate that to Grant?
I did not, because all this is happening in real time.
Sounds good. I trust you will do that because wonderful.
All I'm hearing is excuse after excuse.
But it just shows that big shout out to our regular players, because what Abel has been doing now is try to recruit a player. Okay, white won by resignation, so they're gonna start their second game. So
that's not to be unexpected, though. Yeah, it was a big mismatch there. Not that it's ever a mismatch between grandmasters, but
yeah. I'm peeking into. I'm changing to the first game of Eric Lee, and an international master that he's facing, and we are rooting for white here. But let me finish my thoughts. So a big shout out to our regular player. Regardless of rating, we can always count on them, and it's really amazing how for example, this instance, Abel can just shoot a text to someone and they are ready to play. And so we're really fortunate and lucky to be a part of this chess club, and we have so many amazing players.
Yeah,
I think that's cool.
It's nice to have that backup, like they're ready to jump in at like a moment's notice, and
we'll feature his game because he's a young rising star, very passionate boy, so we like him.
Can't say rook takes pawn here, can you, Nick?
Rook takes pawn, queen a7 would win something.
So I don't think you can. Although you probably it's probably a drawish ending. But
yeah, normally black would be winning with that advanced pawn on b2. But yes, this pawn on f6 check throws in some tactics.
Yeah, because rook takes would probably end up drawn. And so, yeah, that was the smart move.
Okay, yes. Now, queen to a4, you check and throw in pawn to d4. Yeah, white is struggling.
Oh, wow. Look at Ethan Boldy at VAT, ETVAT.
Yeah, white is struggling.
Yeah, and Annika won her game too, so congratulations. And
well, so queen b1, what is black's next?
Oh, then rook takes f6 makes everything solid for black.
And
so,
it also threatens the rook to the c file and rook c1. Yeah.
So I think you need to do something active, such as queen f1 to try queen h3 check, or queen a4, or
Right. I agree. Maybe queen f1. Let me think.
I'm a little afraid you still go rook takes pawn on f6.
F6, yeah.
Queen h3, king to g7, and black is still in control.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see an easy way to make it hard. Now, queen A7 runs into the same problem. That's what I was going to say. Queen A7, because you have a little hint of a threat.
Yes, that's very good, because if B1 check, bishop takes B1, rook takes B1 check, king H2, and rook takes F6 leaves the bishop on A8 hanging.
Right. So you're back in it a little bit.
Yeah, good move. Good move. 16 seconds, 15. Oh, he went for it. King H2. Queen G7 check is an annoying little move.
That's right, because F4 makes it a little dicey. Because you can't go to the E5, because then Queen E7 check picks up.
2 seconds. 1 second. All right.
It looked like Paul was winning his game also. So
really, yeah.
I think he's going to pick up. Yeah, we're picking up points. We're mounting a nice little comeback here.
Yeah.
Jack looks strong.
Enrico's opponent was like down for 5 seconds, and now he's coming back. So I don't know if Rico will win that game, but we'll see.
Wow, look at
this game looks like a draw. Queen takes rook on F8, rook H1 check, king G3, rook 2, G1 check. Oh, yeah. Playing aggressively.
Yeah, I would have thrown that in too.
Nice.
But king G4 would have been interesting.
Okay, let's.
Now White's winning.
I am changing to Paul's endgame, down to the seconds here. Paul is black against Charlotte's player. And they each have very, very low time.
Looking pretty good.
I like black.
I like black too.
Yep.
I'm going out on a limb. I'm saying it. He's just making some time for himself. Yeah. Okay. Gotta be careful.
Those knights are tricky. But that was a strong move.
The knights are my favorite piece.
That should end the game.
That should end it, yeah. He got enough time. That's the only question. I think he does.
And Rohan won his first game too. Rohan Rajaram. So both Rajarams won.
Hey, nice.
Oh, nice.
Well, we might have Paul make a comeback to chess after the results he's having tonight.
Maybe not. Good. That's a good.
Nice.
Now just march the king up and you win.
This might go to his head. Very nice.
Hey, Paul.
Hey.
I'm never going to comment over you again.
Now do it again. Now we need him to do it again.
So I'm switching over to another last few games, last few seconds. Abhinav is white against Raymond Stantz, and Raymond did win this game. So that was my...
How are we doing? 14-11, huh?
Yeah, 14-11 we are doing. I just need to... Let's...
That's not bad. Charlotte's tough.
Yep. Let's peek back into board 1 against Daniel against Jim Tarjan. Daniel is with black here, and we are rooting for white, of course.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. I always have preferred to be black in these types of positions, but that's not saying much.
Why is that?
My personal preference is because I have a little bit of space. I have some maneuvering room. I can, I think my bishop on A7 is actually strong. And I have a lot of choice about whether to break in the center. That's just the way I look at these kinds of positions. Some other people are much more comfortable from the white side in these exact same positions. So I think it's a question of taste. How about you, Nick? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's balanced. I mean, white also has play in the position. I'm wondering how knight d5 would work out now. But king h2 solidifies the king side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was Paul that just called me. He had just, he made a move on his board and the time kept running. So I just told him refresh the browser. So he refreshed it. So he lost a minute, but his game's going now. So.
Okay, I'm pulling up his game to see how he's doing.
You'll see he's down on time.
He is a little bit down on time, but not terribly actually. It's not so bad.
Okay,
Paul is white
here.
here.
Okay.
Paul is white here, so we are rooting for white, hopefully.
Mhm.
Coco Cat. I'm not impressed by the name.
Hopefully that's worth 2 minutes of time that we'll give that. Yeah, and let me give a quick shout out to like Judith, because like there's a lot of troubleshooting when things don't go wrong,
yeah.
and like Grant and Mike Cummer, they're on, you know, like group texts, communicating everything. So there's a lot of work. So shout out to everyone kind of doing all the admin work.
That is so important, and we need to acknowledge that, because you know we wouldn't be able to do this without that. But it is behind the scenes, off camera, so to speak, and we could take it for granted very easily. So we should mention it every time we do these broadcasts. It's very a lot of work that goes unnoticed unless it's acknowledged, like Abel just did. So good for you, Abel.
Thank you. But let's just say it's actually a very good teamwork, because each and every one of us have their own role. Like, for example, this match, Abel was the one who handled the lineup. He handled the players. He knows the players. He handled, obviously we talked about it, but he handled the lineup, and I handled the technical details with the other team managers, issuing the challenge, accepting the challenge, and everything. So it's a good team effort.
None of that really matters without the commentary.
Exactly. And you guys I mean, what do we know about chess? Nothing. Zero.
Clearly, I demonstrated that. Today. But in speaking of the greater team, like it's been such a pleasure working with Mike Cummer, Brian Quick, Grant, and Peter. Like it's been a great collaboration. And so it's been really easy just working with everyone.
Yeah, but you know, everyone that you mentioned there, you're all providing a great service, because people cannot assemble and play in person right now. So this is the way to get their chest heads scratched. And I just think it's so wonderful, because you think back 20 years ago, this might not have been possible at all.
Yes.
You know,
can you imagine what we would have done 20 years ago?
Yeah. So I mean, chess could have been actually set back, because there's no means for people to play, you know, at all.
Yeah. And if we can wish for what we don't have, and like to be able to play in person, or we can be grateful for what we do have. And I think the technology is something that we should be grateful, and all the people making the technology work, we should be grateful to them. So,
probably switch a game.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any comment on that game.
I would like.
And it's all about the comments.
We're nothing without our commentary.
That's it.
Yeah, but this game's about even Paul's game, so can move.
Looking over here.
2007 checkmate. FM candidate master, whatever that means.
And here I'm going to do Jim's job. 2 pawns for the white side. Yeah, this one's over.
So we are seeing Wyam Vidyarthi with black playing for mechanics against Peter, the Charlotte chess owner, Peter for Charlotte. Yep. And so congratulations, Daniel. Split is good.
I don't want to root for black here.
And if we get a chance, can we look at Ethan Boldy's game? Etvat, ETVAT.
Yep.
That looks interesting. I think he's playing Dominique Myers.
There you go. So in about 10 seconds, you guys will see Ethan Boldy is representing mechanics with black.
As black, yep.
So we are rooting for black, and he's 2 points up at or something like that. I don't know.
Yep, yeah, 2.
Let me gather this.
This looks like a Najdorf to me. That
yeah,
you know, the typical piece sacrifice.
So you sacrifice the piece for.
So if bishop takes e7, you can pin the bishop to the queen. Very complicated.
Yes, it is. Black is a pawn down, Nick.
Pawn down, a piece ahead.
You count the pieces.
Yes, that's my job. I count the pieces. Okay, but that seems to win the piece back. Queen takes c5, queen takes c7.
Pretty simply.
And this is like a really good. Ethan Boldy's doing really well. He won his first match here.
Yeah, 2 pawn is hanging at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Well, you can get your pawn back. Queen takes f2, queen takes b4, queen takes g2. But that black king is not so safe.
No, it is not. And it's going to be hard for black to attack the white king.
Yes, very safe white king. So.
Would it be fair to say this is actually like theory? Like even at this point, this is something that has been studied already, or did the players kind of arrive here?
I think it's possible.
If it's been studied, black should not play it.
If you know what you're doing, you shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, no, it was a nice sacrifice combination by white.
Yeah.
Good job. And
but pretty thematic too, you know.
Do we want to go to the Naroditsky game?
Yep.
Because it's
win.
Pretty sharp.
Now it's pretty sharp.
Sharp. It looks sharp.
Abhinav won his game too, so good job, Abhinav.
Good job, Abhinav.
Ooh,
So Jim is with white.
this is sharp.
Whoa, who do I like? Let me jump to conclusions here.
Yeah, this is complicated, but it looks good for white.
I like white. I'm jumping out on a limb here to say white is winning.
All those pieces in play there. Still very complicated. Oh, well, that looks super strong. Pinning the rook, taking that pawn.
And still threatening queen takes check. Followed by bishop takes check. And it's like, good night, Irene. Okay, now he saved that.
So clearly white is winning if he even just takes the exchange. I guess that's an end game.
Pawn.
Oh, yes.
You're so,
I forget about those pawns, Jim.
you were slow there, Nick.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will be right back. There you go. Let me find the top. I wanted to look up. Oh my God. Okay.
The commentators are key here, Judith.
Yes. And hopefully you guys memorize the position and you guys can just keep going while I manage what happened. I wanted to look up how the other club match is doing.
See, you played bishop to e8, and I was thinking that, I'm just going to play knight g6, and I'm protecting my queen. So if he takes queen takes queen, I'll take knight takes, and I just won a rook. So I'm fat, dumb, and happy. But so he has to recapture with the knight or the bishop, and then I can take his queen, and I'm up material. So
take his queen, take the knight on e7. It looks like you're you win more material.
Yes, that's right. Bishop would take b7. So he can throw that.
Is that a resigning move?
That is not acceptable behavior.
Oh.
Okay, well.
Wow, this is fantastic.
This is you win the kitchen sink here.
The kitchen sink has been won. Is there time? The time's a factor. Okay.
Fantastic.
Time is
okay. Very nicely done.
Nice win.
Okay, and
okay. Wow.
Let's go to the board 2.
Tarzan.
Our board 2, which is Eric Lee, is playing with black for mechanics against I am from Charlotte.
Random I am. Time a dozen.
I am Carlos Perdomodo with almost 2400 I am from Charlotte.
Well, if Black can survive, no, Black can't. I don't think so.
Black's down the exchange, pawns are even. Black is undeveloped. He's got a little bit of work to do.
It's a bad game.
But we have faith in Eric. And time. Oh, you know, I'm going to go on record here. I think Eric's going to win this game.
Whoa, Nick.
See, it's good move.
Shocked me.
Throw another pawn away. That's fine.
Pranav won his game too, so that's good. He scored.
Wait a minute. What just happened there? I see.
Okay, it is a tough position, but and that move hurts. But look at G8. Okay. Oh, that loses.
Yeah, he wanted C8.
Rook C7 might have done it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, I'm not Nostradamus, I guess.
Apparently, your predictions are not as strong as your chess play. You're commentating.
It's 16 seconds. I haven't given up yet. 11. Takes a rook.
What is he thinking?
Check.
Taking the rook. Come on.
Okay. Check. King G6. Yes, it's 12 seconds. Check. The king is safe on F6. It's annoying.
Oh my goodness, you can't make progress?
It's annoying. Well, it's not good, but check. Okay. Again.
Oh, that's interesting.
Paul lost his second game.
I'm
Unfortunately,
picking him off the team.
so did Ethan Boldy and another lower board.
So dropping some points
Yep.
there.
Maybe Reka can pick up. Yes, Reka won!
We got a homer in
Parent favoritism there. Yeah.
Well, I was like, I knew that she was up on time, like 4 minutes. So finally.
Congratulations.
Now I'm not that happy.
Well, check. Throw in some checks. Another queen check. Oh, that's an end game.
Yep. And I don't want this end game.
No, that's true.
What a threat.
And 20 seconds is too much to rook ahead.
Okay, so we have a couple
I thought your optimism was showing.
Well, you have to root for the team.
Yeah, you do. I root for who I want to win usually. But I abandoned ship like a rat.
We have Ninja Trick, who's Rohan Rayaram playing, and then he did win this game. So I'm actually gonna see if we have any more games left. We have Lauren Goodkind's game. So let's see how it's going. Last couple of seconds, minutes, and Erica's game also. Good job. She just opens in. So Erica drew her last game. That's good. Good job, Erica. Half point is half point, right?
26 and a half, 20 and a half.
Even in base 10.
Yeah, and so last game standing is Lauren Goodkind again with Black playing for Mechanics. He's the younger of the sibling pair of Barbara and Lauren Goodkind. If I'm correct, I'm
board
not
member
sure.
on needfoundation.org.
And she is the board member. Yes.
Yep.
So I'm always rooting for her.
Yeah, we are all rooting for
Nick,
her. Believe me. Especially to make the score a little bit look nicer for Mechanics.
We have more points than the last match, and Lauren can come through. She's under a bit of pressure here. It's
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
seems like still a lot of pieces on the board, right?
I'm rooting for black, even though I don't like black.
I like this move. Give a pawn, just open
Activate
some
people.
lines.
Yeah, but you open them for white too.
Yes, but okay, that knight was really annoying that white had. So
Yeah, that's true.
rook can maybe invade.
That looks like a mountain of pressure in there.
That was a very annoying knight. So
I think it was a very good practical decision by Lauren.
it's addition by subtraction.
So
I'm still not quite.
He's ahead on time.
Barely, yeah. There's not much time left either.
Some positions there. Oh, that was a good move.
Yes. Let the pawn go. Give your king save.
Grab a pawn. Good.
Okay. I get 6 to 6 again. So she's just going to say, "Oh yeah."
Ooh, I like it.
That was look forced to me.
Okay. Yes. All right. Taking with the. That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
She has good chances here.
Oh yeah. That's right.
She's good on time too.
Oh wow.
Oh, threats. Takes F2, but.
Ooh.
That was going backwards a little bit.
Yep.
That's a good
Wow.
move.
Nice defense.
That's a good move.
3 seconds, 2 seconds.
Just bang it out.
Nice.
Rook takes pawn. Yeah. Bang it out.
Now come her pawns, try to activate those.
Lauren is playing really well under time pressure.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I know she has been broadcasting a lot of her Blitz games and
Yeah, she's been getting some Blitz experience on the Mechanics Institute online.
yep.
Take it. Yeah. Don't even think. Just take. That's always my motto.
Oh,
Yeah, on that.
could have saved her pawn. Pawn to h4.
Oh. Is that smart?
Well, oops, yeah, stopping the check, but rook ending's not nice.
Yuck.
Yes, that takes the fun out of it for black. Now, the best hope is that white thinks so hard trying to win the ending.
Yeah.
Loses on time.
This is interesting now.
Oh, good move. Makes it tough.
F4. Yeah, now
Start checking.
you can possibly just take that pawn. As long as you can take his each pawn.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Wing. Yes, that's good going, Laura.
Take the pawn. Okay.
G3. That's exactly right. F3. Yeah, exactly right.
Didn't work.
Oh,
Didn't work. Too late.
should she let
She
it?
should have taken it before. Right. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, sad. That
Okay.
was so close. I thought that was strong. Oh, Lauren. Good try.
Good try.
A lot of
Good
fight
try.
in that last match.
Yes, and I
Yeah,
am
with no
going to
time.
you guys have to excuse me for 1 second. I'm gonna see how 37-10 was for St. Louis. So I'm going to update that for them because the other two here's
Pretty quick,
here's their
Wow.
37 to 10 because the other two managers are not in the online on the Google sheet, so I'm helping them to update their score. Okay, so this was
never done.
3, 4, 5,
yeah,
6,
this
7,
was
8, 9,
so
10,
we are
11, 12.
joining our third round against Marshall. So I am going to update our title here: Mechanics Round Robin, and round 3.
And this is it, right?
This is the last one:
Final
Mechanics
match,
against Marshall.
And
My blood sugar gets,
Kevin's still having a hard time joining, so there's a chance. They keep refreshing the cache and everything.
Well, it looks like the Marshall is gonna really have to thump us to overtake us.
Yeah, well, currently, actually, we have the most player in the.
But we have to win the match. So even though they're way behind in the match points, if they defeat us in the matchup, then they jump ahead.
Yep.
You don't want to go 0-3.
No, you don't. We prefer not to.
Yeah, that's like Queenside Castle.
Okay, Abel, do you need any help, or I'm guessing you're...
That's a pink iPhone.
With what?
Can you suggest them using a different computer? Maybe if the mom or dad has...
They've tried that.
Yeah. And...
They can even dial up.
I mean, even if we get another player, I think they're going to run into the same issue because I think it's an issue of joining recently. So when we've had to make some last-minute substitutions here, there seems to be a little bit of lag between when chess.com recognizes they've joined us to allow them entry into the tournament. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we're kind of like fighting with. The ones that have joined recently have had to wait like 15 minutes before the system.
Well, I would demand a refund from chess.com. Free services.
I'm trying to see if I should I just say anyone can join and let them, maybe that fastens up, but then we don't have control over who joins it.
Well, we don't have control over who joins, plus it's our experience today that even if they join the club, they won't be able to join the match.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it goes through a different loop of code or something. But yeah, probably you're right. I don't know. Because
this is the third player that's had this issue. And they're all ones that just joined.
Yep.
We don't want a 2100 playing a 1600, so it's like you want to be fair to the Marshall.
Yeah. So are we communicating that with...
well, I'm still waiting to see if he can join. He's still trying to join.
Yeah, and also...
I mean, if you can't join, then you just can't join. I mean, this one's sort of out of our ability to control.
That sounds like a very practical.
Yeah. You get to a point where there's just so much you can do, and we have
We're going to do this again.
We have the whole rest of the match to worry about. So.
I'm getting texts from people that are telling me about the NFL draft, and I don't want to know.
You're recording it?
I'm recording it, yeah. So these are spoilers. Don't tell me. I already know who the Giants drafted in number 1 because I looked before I realized what it was.
Not the number 1 pick, but who the Giants drafted.
The fourth pick overall, yeah.
Okay.
Well, currently, actually, Marshall is missing 2 players, and we are missing 1. So
yeah,
it's just life.
Well, let's see,
Yep.
So we're one of the few worldwide sporting events going on.
Yes.
That's true.
No, and that's something that we've been saying. It's like, we're blessed actually doing what we do because baseball, college football, NFL, hockey.
And we're not playing in an empty stadium.
Yeah, no, we got, the
without fans. And what is the point? I mean, come on. The fans are there for a reason.
Well, I mean, I would want to see it because I'd be watching it at home.
Okay. But
Abel,
I just,
can you
part of the game.
Can you check out the chat on chess.com? Shri,
I cannot.
I'm going there. What happened?
Shriram is saying, I want to join, but I have chess class.
Nick?
Our board, well, in principle, board 3.
What's that mug?
That's a mug. What's it got on it?
And I see the pieces.
Pieces, yes. Chess mugs. I have 4 chess mugs, I think. Not enough for the whole week.
Not a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday chess mug.
Which
that's actually the kind of guy I am too. It's like, that's how I know what day it is.
He didn't. Yeah, I think something happened. We have to take a look at this, but
yeah, because I have him on the roster as in the first on 2200, but maybe.
Yeah, I think it was Pranav Sairam.
Yeah, and then Pranav Krishna Kumar, right? And then maybe he got replaced last minute. I don't know.
have to look. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just glad that he wasn't on the. Anyway, 20 seconds. Go mechanics.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't log in, so.
Well, Marshall missing players.
Okay.
So
yeah,
Mekan G.
That's how it is.
Won't.
That's how the ball bounces.
Yeah. So David Rakonitz game. So David Rakonitz will not get a game, but.
We get a point.
Well, for that we'll get 2 points, and then for
he'll get a game. He's not the lowest rated.
Yeah, he was.
He got a game.
No, he did get a game. So then
somebody joined. I think probably.
Okay, well that's good for them.
So that's white.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 48 players. So yeah, so we will just split the points because none of their both our players and their players didn't show up. So then we'll just split the points.
But Black's real name is Pinocchio.
That's what I was telling Judith, like a real boy.
Yeah, and I do understand that reference. Can you believe that?
I believe that you do with 3 girls.
Yeah. So let's formally introduce the players. White is Grandmaster Tarjan, Jim Tarjan playing for mechanics, and with Black, Grandmaster Jubarev Kamrakulov, a young GM. He got his GM title in 2018, and he's representing Marshall Chess Club.
Nice.
So Nick, this is the kind of position from White that I was thinking of going into instead of a London system.
You get a game. You have the first move, so you get a position. People like Smyslov, Dorian, they've played this for decades. So Arjan will get a position and play.
That's all I want. It's a position to.
What do you think a player like Tarjan, as he's come back to chess, he's playing very, very strongly, but he's seeing a lot of theory and development that is very new. Like, how does a player adjust to that if he's not familiar with it?
Well, Jim has been studying. He's not as much as a professional would, but he studies. He tries to keep up. So he's got a good idea of his openings, but often he gets the worst of that against the top players. But we loved it when he beat Vladimir Kramnik, that showing that he's still a player, he still can play with the best.
Knows how the horsey moves. Nick,
Paul would say,
correct me if this is wrong, this is wrong, because it's an old memory of Tarjan going with a Sicilian material out into the woods and just studying and coming back much stronger. Is that a true story, or is that just
into the woods or into the jungle?
It's like into the mountains or some. He went to a remote location, so he wasn't distracted by anything.
Oh, I'm sure he he used to do that in the old days.
Uh-huh.
Take your informants with you.
Mm-hmm. And he just studied, in particularly Sicilian, is what I remember, but it's so long ago I can't swear to anything. And he came back and he was stronger. Something like that happened to me in the very old days, in the 70s, when I just decided I needed to understand minor piece endings. And so I took, who was the Soviet author? Averbach. I took a couple of Averbach's books, Bishop and Knight, Knight and Knight, Bishop versus Bishop, and I gained 200 points one summer. And it was like, only doing that. I didn't do anything else.
That's what's really good about endgames. They show you how the pieces move, how they can combine with other pieces.
Yeah.
So studying endgames can even help your middle game.
Well, you can it makes decision making easier because you can trade down if the ending's won or lost.
Let me grab the opportunity to promote tomorrow's event. We started Chess Social on Fridays at noon, and we have certain guests coming in, or we will have certain guests coming in. Last week we had International Master John Donaldson for our first event. And Abel, can you tell us who we are going to have tomorrow?
Yes, so tomorrow we have two very, very special guests. So we're going to be doing this at noon Pacific time. And U.S. Chess Executive Director Carol Meyer, she's going to Zoom in, and we're going to talk to her. We're going to ask her a couple of questions pertaining to the state of chess and the evolution of chess as we deal with, post-pandemic things like, will there be social distancing with regards to tournaments, things of that nature, things that previously you've never had to think about. And so we'll be asking some questions about that. So that'll be a lot of fun, very interesting and informative, I'm sure. So that'll be at noon.
And really thank you for Carol for being available. I mean, I can only imagine how busy she must be with all the changes that executive director has to make. But she's available, and she accepted our invitation, so we're very happy.
I mean, not only available, I mean, she responded within minutes that she would do it. So, I mean, just thank her. Yeah, thank her for that. And
how do we watch it or listen to it?
Right on this very same channel, twitch.tv/.
Yeah. So if you follow us, guys, up there, just hit the little heart button, follow us, and then you will instantly get a notification when we go live.
Yeah.
Whether we go live with just testing the sound or we go live with a real program, we will get a notification.
Yeah, so you never know what you're going to get. You might get just test, or you might get something informative or a tournament. But then after, we're going to have Grandmaster Ralph Mamedov. We'll talk to him about being a professional chess player and a few other things. We've known him for a while. He's good friends with Shak Mamediarov. So it'll be nice. It'll be a nice little chess social tomorrow afternoon.
So it starts at noon. Between noon and 12:30, we're going to have Carol online. And then 12:30, hopefully Ralph will join us. So come join us at noon.
Great.
During your lunch break. You should take a lunch break, right?
Yeah.
Just another handout to you guys. That's a great addition to your schedule, and I know that's not easy to do either. But that's a real service. I'd be really interested to hear what Carol has to say about how USCF is handling.
And if you have any questions or the viewers have any questions, just let us know and we'll try to ask her.
Or better yet, tune in and hit us up in the chat.
Yeah.
I just made a note of it. So
there you go.
So we are watching Paul's game for a change. He's with white against Kung.
His moniker is easy to spot.
Yes. Kylan Huang, solid, almost 1900 rated, over the board rated player. And Paul is with white. So
now this match is important because even though we have a lot of match points compared to Marshall, we still need to defeat them, right? right? So like if they
Ah.
if they beat us by 1 point, all the match points we've accumulated earlier don't mean anything. So
But if we draw them, the match points come in.
they come in very prominently.
So, Nick, the pawns are equal.
Oh, thank you. I was confused about that, so it's good to know. And
Pieces.
yeah, piece is equal.
Okay.
Black has active knights, but I kind of like the white position. He can somehow get 95 in.
Yeah,
I like that
95 seems like it's a very well placed piece.
Now, do you want to play 95 where you're not trading the knight?
Yes.
Well, trade the rooks is good. Has to take. Oh, now I definitely want to try 95. What is happening with that move?
Wait. How can you play? Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay.
If knight takes e5, queen takes f4.
Yeah.
And that f7 point just looks weak. It looks juicy. You have to hit it.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you, Nick. 95. It's crying out to
There,
me.
there it is.
Play me.
Ah, okay, Paul.
That is all the time you and Paul spent together. He like feels your mind. Whoa.
Okay, good practical move. Knight takes. So
I agree.
now, what happens on queen f4?
Can you play knight f3? You can't really.
Well, yeah, knight f3, the rook will take it.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that's black's best chance.
But
Queen to g6. Oh, did we overlook queen g6? Oh my god.
I think we did.
That was bad.
It's not necessarily over though. It's pretty over though.
Oh, there's
hope.
Queen g2 check.
Yeah.
You can never go to the first rank though.
We are picking up the points though. So shout out to Roz the Cat and
good.
my god,
4-1.
Omiya won both of her games already. So
Wow.
good job, Omiya.
Raz the Cat is Matt LaForce.
Oh, nice.
How come you missed the
And Warren
Queen
Thean
G6?
also won
there.
his first
Oh,
game.
that's Warren. Raz the Cat is Warren. Matt
No.
LaForce is Juicy Juice.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, Mahakin, I have it as Warren, so I don't know who's right. Oh, Mahakin, that's
Engines
David.
Reckon it.
So congratulations, David. He scored his first game too, so.
Oh, David got to play.
Yeah, David got to
Yes.
play.
Yep.
Paul, how could you have overlooked queen g6?
Oh, well.
Huh.
It's not over yet.
No.
Let's peek into Lauren's game. Lauren is quite down on time, but I think he's up on material, so I would be really interested in what you guys are thinking. Lauren is with black, representing mechanics, against a player with white named William, who's William Shafranek, with 1900 over the board rating.
William Shatner? No. Black is a pawn up, Nick.
Well, I think the rook should take the pawn on g7 check, make the
looks
pawns
very
even.
strong. That looks scary.
Yes, so it makes the pawns even, and it probably does checkmate soon after that.
Okay.
I can't see a defense.
This looks similar to that other game that she played where,
Yeah.
Oh,
See a defense.
found that.
Yeah, I think that's over. Sorry, Lauren.
Okay. I'm thinking let's peek into Rui's game. She's always fun with a fun style. So Rui is playing white here for mechanics against Bishop versus Knight. That's Maton, and I won't even try his last name. It's long and very complicated.
And it's not Hungarian. So.
Not Hungarian. It's Priletsenki, probably Slavish or something. So.
Oh, well, you got a shot.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so how do you like this position, guys?
I haven't evaluated it yet.
Okay. We're
I'm
rooting
having
for white
trouble
here.
evaluating.
Okay, I prefer black's position because the
Pawns are connected.
the pawns are more compact. White has 3 pawn islands.
That's always a weakness. He does have a pass pawn, which is usually very important. But it's pinned down on the second rank, so it's not going anywhere soon.
Yeah.
Lauren did lose her first game.
Yeah.
So that's like
Well, that was
Can we
hopefully
peek
we lost, so we're not surprised.
Let's peek at Eric Lee's game if we can.
a second game. Yep.
Yeah, this is
That's his second game. So Eric, you will see his board soon.
that's
Eric is with white against 1D3 31-0. That's Paris Prestia.
We're rooting for white.
We are rooting
Yes.
for white, yes.
Now the black queen is attacked.
Sorry.
Knight G5 check is.
In
Oh,
here.
wow, that's right.
it's complicated though. You could.
It is not clear that it's mate though, so it's. What are you going to do? How do you've got to recapture that bishop?
Well, you could also take the knight on f3, lose your queen, take the knight or take the rook on d1. You've got a lot of material. Loses.
That's true. That's true.
Or there's queen takes d8, knight g5 check. Sacrifice the queen and take the rook on d1. That's that.
I'm not sure about that, but I'm looking more at your first suggestion, and I think white is okay there too.
Yes, yes. Okay, so let's see if it's really mate. Queen takes d8, knight to g5 check, king to h6.
He's got to play h6, otherwise it is mate.
Yes, king to h6, and where is the checkmate? Queen takes.
But you know, there's also possibilities of just like knight takes e6. Ooh,
Go for the kill now.
okay, now I'm confusicated.
Why that move?
Why that move? I have no explanation. He's got to play to h6 again.
Yeah, king to h6.
How about queen g8 after that?
That's a good thought.
Queen g8 does threaten checkmate, and let's see. Then queen to c2. No, then queen h8 check versus king to g6. So king needs to.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it looks like it's white is winning. The exact sequence I can't give you right now. I've got another spoiler. I should just stop looking at it. I'm going to turn my phone over. Okay. This is clearly better for white.
Yes, it looks like it's going to be mate pretty soon. Very nice attack, but queen c6 was just not a good try.
It was astounding to me. I have no idea what the thought was behind it. Like your idea, bishop takes f3 had a point to it, and analyzing queen x d8, that seemed reasonable. But queen c6, I can't even think of what you might have been thinking.
Yes. So, okay, if king to h8, queen to g6, looks like it's finished. Yeah, there's queen h7 coming. So, king to h6 only move, queen to g8, and queen h7 is a terrible threat. You may have to go king to h5, queen h7 check, king to g4, hoping somehow he's going to survive out there. But it doesn't look promising.
Okay, then...
It looks like they may draw on the top board. Do you want to check that out with Tarjan?
The first game, yes.
That's a good result.
Yeah. Because it seems that the James' opponent is a very, very strong blitz player online.
They're cut up 9.5 to 8.5.
Although Jim is down on time, so
Oh, how does he stop that pawn? Because if you give up e3, then there's two connected passed pawns for black.
wow.
But these are gutsy players, I
And
must
he's
say.
really down on time. He needs to make these moves instantly.
How do you? He can't stop that
Yep.
f pawn. Yeah.
But he can't queen himself.
Nice. Okay, well, they started their second game.
This is going to be a close overall match.
Yep.
Yeah, that just hurt my feelings. They're taking a lead.
What is the score at this point?
At this point, Marshall is ahead 13 and a half.
Oh, we're dropping like flies.
10 and a half. But Abhinav just picked up a point. So that's good.
And we expect Eric Lee to pick up a point.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Let's peek into...
Oh, the horror. Could we go 0-3?
And then Theo held a draw.
We're catching up again.
Theo is through, so that's good. That's very nice.
And then how's Paul? Paul's got seconds left.
Wow, Paul's got seconds left. So I'm switching it. I'm kind of hoping you guys will see the very last few seconds. Paul has like 3 seconds versus 20 seconds the opponent.
Paul move.
Okay, so now you can play. You can play quickly.
And Paul is white, so we're rooting for white.
Well, white is better.
Good.
I'm rooting for white.
White can't lose this position. Take the pawn.
I'm rooting really hard.
It's a draw.
It's a draw.
But
this looks like the Fermian Eid. Sorry, Nick.
Didn't I have another pawn?
No, I took it because it was stalemate. It was if you took back, it was like
Oh.
Nice.
You had
the king. He stops the checks. He stops the checks, folks. Oh, Paul's winning now.
This is amazing.
All right, Paul with seconds on his clock. The C pawn marches
simply amazing.
Through. Oh no, he just pawn check and pawn to the 8th.
Why not?
Oh, Paul.
Why didn't you play that?
Eric won, so that's good.
I don't understand.
Maybe he's still winning.
But now he
but
can.
not
I
that.
think so. I think so, but it was so
trade
simple.
rook. Bring the rook up to the third rank. So no, that's
Do you imagine he's trying to figure it out, like work it out?
Or the king.
He had to win, and he just kissed it away.
Down, rook to third rank. Oh, he's beating moves.
Oh no, don't. Yeah, that was when he had to play the rook to.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Guess what, guys? That's a draw.
we are dead even now.
14 and a half up.
Oh, my heart. Be still.
Yeah, I know. Very, very exciting. And Rika won her first game, so that's good.
And then Eric did convert that win.
Yeah.
So this is it. This is for the marbles. Marshall 16-15.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy smokies.
I'm gonna go back to the board 1 while I'm trying to find other games that are still going on and see how they are doing.
So it's not up to that game? There's more games going?
Oh, there
are several more games going on. I'm gonna quickly count it how many.
All right.
Rui's game is of interest, I think, in where it's developed.
Okay, Rui's game. I'm switching to Rui's game then. Soon you will see Rui's game. She's with black right now, so we are rooting for black. And let's hope she can
Yes.
I like the pawns on black side. There are more of them.
Well, the queen's going to move and the white pawn goes to c4, just opening things up.
But can I move the queen h4 and threaten knight g4?
Queen h4. Ah, interesting. Pawn to c4, bishop takes pawn. White always has knight to f3.
Knight f3 is always there. Yeah.
But, oh, maybe first bishop takes, knight takes c4, and then knight to g4.
Ooh, I like it.
Bishop takes f6. Get rid of that threatening knight.
Ooh, I like that idea though. Bishop takes c4.
But then, it would have been hit by bishop takes f6.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. This might as well be, well.
Let's take a peek at Dragon Trap, which is Annika Rajaram.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So soon enough, you guys will see Annika Rajaram playing with white, representing mechanics, against Gunnar Despacito.
Despacito. Let's win slowly. Spanish.
Okay, I got lectured. Nice.
Elliot wins slow.
His name is Charles Hua, and he's a solid 2100 rated over the rated.
I take it we're rooting for white.
Oh,
yes, we are rooting for white. And Rika won both of her games. That's
nice.
Rika!
We need those points.
Wow.
17, 17.
Of the round.
Wow. Happy mom.
Well, looks like
Oofu,
white wins the pawn back. Bishop to c4. Knight moves. And we can take the pawn.
I think we have 13 more games left, if I counted correctly. Yep, 13 more games. So everyone who's joining us in this last round of the round robin, we are playing against Marshall Chess Club. This is the last round of the 4-club round robin. And we have 30 more games going on.
White rook takes c5. Play rook c1, please.
Rook c1, bishop f7, check. We can hope.
Okay, I'm hoping.
That'll be drawn. Yeah.
And the
Erica won her game, so congrats, Erica.
Yeah, we're picking up points when we
Shout
need them the most.
Shout out to Erica. So good job.
Well, we're still down a point, aren't we?
Yep.
Okay.
So come on, guys.
We're
Pro mechanics.
Oh, come on. Stop playing this position.
Well, we might meet the point. Sometimes when the match is online, you have to play out these desperately drawn games.
Oh, Nick. Stop being logical.
What about Lauren Goodkind's game? Just because it's pretty interesting. She's got 30 seconds left, but she looks like she has a lot of opportunity in this position.
Okay. Lauren Goodkind is representing mechanics with white against William X. Yes. He's William Shafranek.
Wait, whose move is it? Oh, no. Okay.
I think Captain Kirk is in trouble.
That wasn't a good move, was it?
Oh, it's just bad.
Knight c6 has all kinds of threats, no?
Or knight d7 check. King to e7, knight to f6. Looks like a massacre is about to happen.
And we want white to massacre. So.
We want the point. We definitely want the point.
That might be okay, but that was like my fourth choice.
Why do that? Probably time pressure is a factor too. And
yeah, why didn't you play that with the king on f8?
Oh, that now is annoying, that pin.
That is very annoying.
Oh, losing that knight. Oh,
Now queen takes pins it.
Oh,
okay.
Uh,
It's
That-
still
that was tough.
Like,
queen c3. No, you can't.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lauren,
oh,
Oh, should be beating.
you had it, Lauren.
you did have it, but
Slipped away.
fine, Bahar. Oh,
Oh,
oh, poor thing.
Why don't we check in on the top board?
Yeah. Okay. I changed it to Rui's game quickly.
Everything looks drawn to me.
So how is Rui's game going on? I think she's okay still,
I
right?
haven't seen it yet.
It's just that we have to find 2 points at least.
Yep.
So that's kind of
And
the
then this is the top board. I'm
The
moving
goal.
to top board, where Jim Tarjan representing mechanics against the real boy.
What?
Jim is with with black, so we're rooting for black, guys.
Hold on, wait.
Hey, why don't we go to Juan Sendejas' game?
Okay.
I'm trying to figure
J-
this game out.
JRCC.
Yep.
I need Nick's help here.
So
I think we need.
here
Well,
we have Juan Sendejas, who's our tech person setting up the DGT boards at the Tuesday night marathons.
He's, he's, he's down down 3, but
But up on time.
He's still
But he's
losing a
got-
Jenga game.
but there's a lot of threat here. Is there
Oh.
enough threat?
it's great threats with those black
Yeah.
squares. It looks like he should.
I would like
this.
white in this position.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knight d5 checks is a tremendous threat.
it's huge. As Donald Trump would say.
We got to manufacture some
Bigly,
points here.
bigly, right?
So good move, so that the king can run to d7.
Well, no, because can't you
Can
play
you?
knight e4? Knight e4 and then knight c5?
Oh, what?
Knight e4 was probably a good move. You might have had to play king to f8, queen h6 check, king
Then it's
to.
all over. And I wasn't even going to play bishop c4, so that makes me sad.
H4 was not good. That
No,
was,
h4 was. I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, like it didn't have a purpose almost.
Charlotte is. I'm checking out the points because Grant is updating. So Charlotte is actually beating St. Louis.
Wow,
So
close.
very
That was
close. I think I'm gonna take the courtesy of updating ours, even though I'm not. Hopefully, that's not the right.
Find a way, Juan. We need you to find a way
Yeah.
here. Checking on the other games.
Okay.
yes, one
Yeah,
may have
every
a
game
draw,
is-
but
is-
not better.
Except
Yeah,
Paul's game.
kind of what I'm coming to the conclusion of too. It's like I'm
Yeah,
not
90
going to win.
Knight e4 and do a perpetual check is probably his best chance. But his opponent has 21 seconds, so he's trying to find something tricky.
Yeah, it is nice to have time in this kind of situation.
Oh,
where you
Abhinav
think your
lost
opponent
too,
can't.
so we need to make 3 points now.
Oh, I wouldn't have played that.
Not Abhinav,
Ooh,
sorry.
Not a great square for that knight.
Pranav. Not Abhinav, sorry. But Pranav.
Oh, look at that.
Come on,
at
Juan, we
that.
need
That's
you.
interesting.
Oh, wait a minute.
Look
That's
on
interesting.
d4 hanging.
Okay, Juan, I take everything back.
Wow, that is a
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still not over. It's
Oh, I'm getting.
I take the rook with check.
We're-
Okay, Drew,
okay.
Drew.
Queen for a bishop.
Okay, redrews. We're gonna pick up a point here at least, but we're gonna need 2 more points somewhere.
But we go down again? We did. Okay. All right.
In an earlier
I
match.
think
we did.
queen a3 is good. Yeah. Oh no, just queen b4. But anyways, who cares?
Well, he'll win this.
Yeah, that knight on h7 is poorly
Yeah.
played, Nick.
Well, Nice by
Oh,
Juan.
and
The
He tricked
Guillaume
him.
lost.
Liam lost too. Oh
Oh,
my
no.
god. Oh,
It's starting to get sad.
Yeah, we're not.
okay. At least.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
Make me feel better.
Okay. This is James Tarjan against. Sorry. Which game? I'm.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see
I kinda-
how Juan can finish this one.
I kind of like
And then there's Paul trying.
Yeah.
Paul's winning.
Okay, Ethan won. So congratulations, Ethan.
Oh, we need that. We need that.
We need
point.
that. Dragon Trap drew.
Paul is winning, and we expect Juan to win.
Annika drew, so that's good. Yeah, thank you, Ethan. And Theo is still in the game. And of course, the GMs.
We
and
may
Barbara
be
Goodkind.
just 1 point behind because we expect if Paul can win and Juan converts this, we'll be 1 behind.
Oh well, you can do it any
Yeah,
way you
so then shall we peek into first Barbara Goodkind's game? She's with black.
Yes.
If she can win this and her opponent is down on
Torturing
time.
him.
And then Theo's game is the other one that we can peek into maybe as a
Black.
potential.
Dinner is so we're rooting for black here.
We're rooting for black here, and white is down on time.
Probably got to play
G7.
The pawns are equal.
Yes, 2 nice knights. Rook G7, Rook H5,
They
pawn
really
to
sup-
F6.
They really support each other here, right? With the F6 and H7.
Yes, yes. Black should be winning.
F6 looks good. Well, black is certainly a better.
This is going to come down to the last match, it seems.
As long as you don't make the wrong move here, but I think that's a good. I think that black is solid now.
Yes, that was a shame. Lauren Goodkind was absolutely winning, crushing.
Yeah.
And just let it slip. But
Okay, Juan did convert, so that's good.
Yes, that was a bygone conclusion, but it's good to hear. Ooh,
And it does seem that Charlotte won the match against St. Louis, but they
Congratulations to
actually
them.
fall short on the points.
Theo is in a tough match here.
Yeah.
really?
Or is he?
Okay, I'm moving to Theo's game. Theo is whenever you guys see
Oh,
it,
this is an interesting game.
Theo is with black here, so I sort of have it all upside
oh,
down.
very
backwards.
interesting.
So the orientation is
Yeah, my orientation is messed up.
so Theo is black.
I'm not sure what's going on here, frankly.
Well, objectively, white's better, but that knight is.
So 4
Mike's
more
very
games going
aggressive.
on, and we need to win.
Yeah.
Fight. So we need to win all the points.
There's 2 left.
Well, 3 left. So Tarjan just lost,
No,
unfortunately.
because oh, that's yeah.
Oh no.
So now it's over.
Alden was doing fine. He had a
So
good
we can
position
still
in
do
the
the
game.
game.
No, we drew. If we draw the match,
Yeah.
we win.
Yeah,
but
so
this
go
is a tall
mechanics.
order. It's a tall order. We need to eat dinner.
Oh, we're 3 points down now. Oh.
Yeah, so we need all 3 last games to win.
We've got it. Theo has a threat. He's threatening to queen the pawn.
And Barbara
That's true.
looks like she. Oh gosh, she's running out of time.
Wow, she's
So now
She
it's
lost it.
Oh, she lost
No,
on
it's
time.
gotta be a
yeah,
shot.
she lost
Oh.
it due on time. So we
Oh.
have
And she-
Theo's game, and then we have Jim's game. Okay, Theo's
Paul is gonna win.
yeah, Theo obsessed. Theo was
Ouch. Down 4. Out.
Sorry, Theo was draw, and now we are looking at the last game, which is our very own FIDE Master Paul Whitehead.
Hey,
With
this is a
black.
good way to end it right here.
Well,
And there you
like
go.
black.
Very nice.
I like black.
Oh my god, this is
2 extra pawns.
Wow.
22 against.
Two extra pawns, yeah.
Yeah, 22.
That was a critical feature in that game.
So congratulations to Marshall in this match.
Wow.
They got the breaks and they got the match. So
Well, we'll get them next time. Wait till next year.
so they take third place, it seems, and the winner. It looks like it's St. Louis, right?
Yes, it is St. Louis. Let me
We're updating the point totals right
let
now.
me quickly do a little bit of reorganizing.
So as Judith is organizing to get the match points, we just want to say congratulations to all the teams and all the players involved. Even now it takes a lot of time for all these players. I mean, it's 100 unique players playing. To set this time aside, all of us come together through chess from across the country. So,
Can someone explain this to me, though?
so those are the
By
matches.
point total.
Yeah, so Grant is still updating, I think, their end. And ours was 22.5 and 25.5, but our last board we split the points because both of our last board was not available.
I mean, I want to see the matches. I don't want to see the points, total points.
Yeah, so the match. So
Okay.
St. Louis and Charlotte were both 2 wins, 1 loss, but
Okay, who did Charlotte lose to?
Charlotte
lost
lost
to St.
Louis.
And who did St. Louis lose to?
Oh no.
No.
No, St. Louis lost to Charlotte,
And
Yes.
then who did Charlotte lose to?
or did they go 3-0?
I think they
Charlotte
went 3-0.
lost. They
Yes.
went 3-0.
Yeah,
So
they went 3-0.
let's see if we can.
But they win on points, but I think St. Louis wins on points, but I think Charlotte wins the match.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
So now who wins, huh?
Well, no, Charlotte. I think Charlotte went 3-0, right? And then
That's the winning score by my standard.
yeah, and then St. Louis second place with 2-1. Marshall third place 1-2, and then Mechanics 0-3. So even though we have more match points than
Wait a
Marshall,
minute. The chat is saying they win. We agreed on game points, not match points. Okay, yeah, that's what we're saying, right? So
Oh,
that is
we're in-
agreeing with us.
We're in third.
oh, so we're in third. We agreed on game point. Is that right? See, I mean, at the end of the day, we're, at least from the mechanics point of view, we're doing it for the joy and the fun, and we're, not super hung up on, are we going by game points and match points? But I think, and even going by game points, I think this was decided yesterday, right, Judith?
Game
Or
point, yeah.
a few days ago?
Yeah, Grant
don't
is
know what you guys
confirming
decided.
we decided of game points, not match
Okay.
points.
Okay,
All right.
and St. Louis wins.
And because that's also like we don't need tie breaks then, right?
That eliminates that, right? Yeah.
Because the chances are that we are getting exactly the same points out of 100 or
Yeah, but really, you just
150,
play by
right?
match points. I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying that you should play by match points and use the game points as the tie breaks. Because going 3-0 and you're telling me I lost.
yeah.
Well, this is like the electoral college, right?
Yeah.
All right, don't get me started.
The way that
Okay,
Jim
so
says
Jim,
it,
we
that's
make
the usual way
you
in the
the club
Olympiads.
round robins mediator, right? Or the tournament director, the ultimate chief TD, and then you're neutral and hopefully.
You talking about Grant?
No, Jim, we need to make him the.
Oh, Jim, yeah.
we
yeah.
need to make him the
Yeah,
TD.
Nick, because he has a lot more Olympiad experience than I do.
Yeah, what do you think, Nick? Like
But just a nudge.
do you favor the match points or the game points as kind of
Well, the usual way would be to favor the match points. You can choose whichever way you like to make it more entertaining.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, I know from our perspective, it doesn't matter, whatever they wanted to do. But
I'm Charlotte, and I beat St. Louis.
That's true too.
Yeah, I just don't see that as fair in any way, shape, or form.
But Grant Owen is saying, we said the game points.
That's fine.
That's
okay,
fine.
As long as we're playing by the same rules, I don't care.
We'll take that. Yeah. And so we'll take that. We'll take third. We would have taken fourth. We would have taken first. We would have taken second. However it would come. But setting the scores aside, just thank you to Grant Owen and Peter Giannatos and Mike Cummer and Tony Rich in St. Louis. And then Brian Quick at Marshall and everyone here, Jimmy, Nick DeFermian, Paul, who's playing for us, Judith. It's a team effort, sort of the way we felt about that. Organizing a match like this has been almost half a year in the making. We started reaching out to Marshall. We did a match that we actually played online, but had our players play live here in the club. And then we've, done several matches, had a lot of fun, made a lot of, new friends along the way, got players excited about what we're doing. And it's really all led up to this. And it's just, a fun and honor to be a part of. And especially in the time that we're living now, it's just nice that, with all the negativity going on, everyone had a good time for 2.5 hours here. So.
Well, Abel, I love what you and Judith have done. You keep the club going. Who cares about the coronavirus? You just got the chess club going as usual.
I don't know anything going on outside of the chess. So.
Yeah, no, this is the thing to do. And if the NFL draft wasn't today, who knows how many viewers more we would have gotten.
I got a spoiler alert. Oh, so I'm recording the draft. And
look who's joining, guys. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to rearrange us a little bit.
He's coming in. The chess monster.
The chess monster, and let's see how he felt about the games. And I was really, really happy to see you play. So give me 1 second.
Well, I really missed you, man. The guy helping me with the commentating just didn't carry his weight.
No, can't replace you.
Hey, Paul, you had some exciting games.
I was terrified.
Although you had a rook ending that I think Nick wants to talk to you about.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
I missed a couple of, I think I was clearly winning in a couple of games, but I was very nervous. I was extremely nervous. And as the time got down, I just kind of lost my marbles a few times.
Understandable.
But I feel proud that I won 2 matches, 2 of my individual matches and drew the other one. So I felt like,
you showed up.
I showed up. Yeah.
You represented, showed up. Yeah.
You used the expression yesterday in your class that put your money where your mouth is, right? And you did that today. It was amazing.
You're making me do it.
See, the words that you use, your students are coming back to haunt you with them.
So, Abel, you're in the chess club.
I'm here in the office. Yeah, I'm sitting where you sit.
Wow. There's Capablanca. Amazing.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. See right there.
Hey, Paul, if you don't want to play, get appointed to the trustee board. So Patrick and I don't have to play.
I don't know.
Okay, now we're gonna make you play next time. You know that, right?
It's incredibly nerve-wracking. I feel, it took me a while it's when you're I'm pretty much out of any kind of competitive play. And when I do play, I take it way too seriously, no matter how silly
I can't put myself through that anymore, Paul.
Yeah.
You're a better man than I am because I can't do it.
Well, I got a phone call this morning.
Jude and I were talking about it in the morning that because Jason Liang couldn't play today, we were told. So Jude and I were talking about it. It's like, one of us has to notify Paul that he might have to play the match. And so we tried to get someone else, but thank you for stepping in because
Yeah, having Nick as a commentator though, that's the jewel that you got from it.
That's
I'm
right.
the sacrifice.
Well, he would have been here anyway, because I texted him. Thank you, Nick, for responding. I texted him at like
it's
7 in the
fun.
morning.
It's fun.
It was like 7 in the morning. I texted him.
I enjoy
Wow.
it. Yeah.
Well, my advice to you, Nick, and to you, Jim, is don't play.
Yeah.
Whatever you can do. Just
I criticize moves better than I make them.
But Tarshan beat Daniel a game, huh? As
Yeah,
well.
and that was a great game. That was just like throwing the kitchen sink at him.
Yeah.
And actually, I was right there with you, Paul, because I played in the first match. Gave away 2 points, but
Is that right?
yeah,
Good. Good, yeah.
Otherwise, we would have won that match.
That's right.
That was a squeaker.
Well, I feel, I don't know if we're live on Twitch. I just feel
Yes,
this
we
is
are.
We are.
so great. The Mechanics Institute Chess Club, we're right here. And all of us together, it's just, it's an amazing experience for me to just, that this is still going on despite everything is fantastic.
And for everyone watching, we still got viewers watching.
Yeah, we have
5 of
actually
us, you're looking.
28 viewers, so thank you for sticking with us.
This is the team. This is the mechanics team right here. Judith and I and Nick and Paul, we're the
Jim.
employees. Jim Eads a trustee. We have like we have heavyweights on our chess committee. We have Grandmaster Patrick Wolf and
Mark Pinto, FM.
Mark Pinto, who's a legend in his own right.
And C player Mike Hilliard.
Who attended your class
I
yesterday?
know, yeah.
And so we have a lot of support and backing here, and this is it. The team is still doing mechanics. I'm here in the institute. Mechanics is alive and well, and
Well, let me interject there because I think it is very important to remember that one of the downsides of shelter in place means a lot of businesses are closed, and that includes the Mechanics Institute. And the Mechanics Institute lives through the members that it has, the income that is provided by the membership, and sometimes by donations. And because it's basically the bottom line is providing a service. It's not a for-profit enterprise. So people have to take care of the mechanics if they want to enjoy what the mechanics offers. That means join if you're not a member, join. If you're a remote person, you can still access things like our online tournaments. There are benefits for you no matter where you live. But the main thing is it's providing a tremendous service. I'm so proud of these people for putting this on. And this service is not free. These people have got to be paid, and the building has to have structural repairs. It's very important that we keep the mechanics alive during this time, as well as ourselves, because it is a gem in the ocean of chess. And really, it is up to us to help.
And we kind of, sorry, we lost sound for a little bit. I was just going to say that, for us, it gives all our team a lot of pleasure to kind of give back to mechanics in this way and putting events, because mechanics takes care of us. They've taken care of us through the shelter in place, and they have this commitment to their staff and the people that are part of this place. And it's a great honor for us to be able to return by providing events like this to the community, for what everything mechanics does for us. So.
Thank you.
It's all good.
All right. So
Okay,
good to
so
see all
you
of
guys
you.
can decide who should we rate. Should we rate Josiah Sturman or Christian?
let's the count.
The count live.
Let's read Christian. We rated Josiah on
Yeah.
Tuesday, and Christian played in our first Tuesday night online,
Okay.
and
So
and he's friends with us. We had the honor one time to play 2-on-2 basketball with Daniel Naroditsky and Christian.
okay.
It was fun.
So for
That's
the count,
karma, man.
so everyone, thank you for tuning in to our channel. This Saturday, we're playing a club match against Modena, Italy, a club from there, Club 64.
Wow.
So tune in. We'll be promoting that.
And that's an open. Let's say that's an open club match, so anyone from Mechanics can join. Let's see who brings up more players, and then hopefully we'll have a really big match. But they're very excited, and they play at 9 p.m. because that's their after dinner time, and let's hope it's all relaxing and good for everyone.
So anyone that's part of the Mechanics Online Club can join and represent Mechanics in that match. So,
and let's support Italy a little bit. They need some lifting
Absolutely.
up.
Yeah.
So from FIDE Master Jim Eade, Dr. Judith Starre, Grandmaster Nick DeFermian, FIDE Master Paul Whitehead, and Abel Talamantes, thank you all for joining. Thank you to everyone that was a part of this match. And we look forward to doing more events like this coming up in the future.
Thank you. And I'm rating Christian right now.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Good.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
And hopefully he's going to thank us now.
You better.
And you guys can see it. He's on the chat. Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a great time.
Yeah. Good talking to you all.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for playing.